Hello and welcome to another Battle for Hyrule 2 race. This time we're doing 100% no-up A. Runners are Antlerz44 and Ugondis. And they will be getting started here in just a few seconds. I'm John Tabin, and joining me on commentary tonight is Tabby Orange. How you doing, Tabby?
I'm good, John. I'm looking forward to this race. It should be a fun one.
Yeah.
Antlers is the number 3 seed, I want to say. And then
I
was
think
6, I think, when I looked at it before.
I want to say he is. I think he's 3 seed in the any percent no up A, and in this he is what? Yeah, no, he's 3 seed in this too. You're right. And Ugandis the number 6 seed in this.
And they're both off. They'll be getting the sword and both heading to level 3.
Yes.
I think Antlers will try to be on Manip. We'll see. I don't think Ugondis does Manips.
No. And Antlers is pausing outside the level 3. That is an attempt to enter on a particular frame rule, meaning a 4-frame window. So, as Tabby said, he's trying for the level 3 Manip.
Yeah, so on the Manip, you'll get a bomb on this first one. Oh yeah, that's Manip.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the extra sword stabs you have there.
They use every little bop and stab is carefully routed here because you have the Ave animation entry establishes a 4-frame window, but inside the dungeon you have to be frame perfect for this Manip to work. And you'll see by that perfect darknet pattern that it is. Now, Antlers does, at least in PB attempts, he'll carry the Manip all the way to Manhandla. I don't know the patterns well enough to know if he's doing that until he gets to Manhandla, though.
Yeah. Doc telling us in chat that was 4 swords.
Yeah.
And he's off Manhandla pattern now. Yeah. So hard to keep that, even just walking down to the raft, you lose a frame or two.
Yeah, Antler's only one of only a few people who even tries for the Manhandla Manip, but he's at the level where just those extra attempts really start to matter because he's so little margin for error in PB attempts. But in races, he can go a little bit safer. He is taking a risk by going into Manhandla with 4 bombs, although I guess if it goes bad, he can back out. But it didn't go bad, it went well, and he's out. Ugondis shortly behind him. He has 8 bombs.
Yeah, he took an extra second to clear the first factor on the second way through to get that extra bomb pack.
I bet he's glad he did, because that Manhandla was a little bit sketchy, but he got it, he got the bombs, and he's out, not too far behind.
If you're out of 3 with bombs and you know your count on a race, that's pretty good.
Yeah. At level 4, we need the ladder and the Triforce. Doing it on 4 hearts and wood sword, a little bit tougher than what you'd probably face in a casual game. There are various hints and rooms we don't go into, but really want you to have the white sword for this, but we don't need it. So, with much practice, you can go faster by coming in here a little underpowered.
Yeah, the key to this is, setting up a few bomb forces at various points in level 4 here, because that's the only way you can get bombs here. There's no static room drop with bombs.
Yeah, there aren't even any enemies you can kill for a random bomb. I'm not even sure there are enemies you can kill with the wood sword to get a drop at all. But
with the wood sword, there's not. Yeah, the only way to get bomb drops randomly is a Vire with a bomb.
Or the magical sword.
Yes.
You never, unless you're doing some reverse dungeon order stuff, you don't get to have the magical sword here. But Antler's forced a rupee in the NSU and got a lucky bomb and cleared out the breakfast room quite quickly, so he's doing well. There's some key routing options in 100% because the magical key is required. So runners may or may not go up here and get what we call the error key after error 72, who noticed it was a time save on what they were doing at the time. He is going up and getting the error key, so that means he can skip the Moldorm's key in level 2 and the pirouette entering level 1. We'll see if Ugondis follows the same key route or not. Ugondis is not getting there.
Yeah, he's gonna skip the error key.
Yeah. The error key is one of the slower options. It also makes bomb forcing easier, but Ugondis got a bomb anyway, so he's doing okay.
And in 100%, since we go to level 2 here, not level 1, like you would in any percent, bomb's not quite as important, like leaving here with a lot of bombs.
Yeah, in any percent, you have to go to 2 if you have no bombs, but since you're going to 2 anyway in this, and the reason we're going to 2 is we don't want to go to 1 now without a candle, because there's a required heart container in between 4 and 1, so we won't want to traverse that screen twice, so instead we're going to go this way. And Uganda's still not too far behind.
Yeah, this will set up a world wrap for Antlers, and Ugondis will follow the same path.
Yeah. We're gonna get the coast and raft hearts, and then we'll go into the forest and head towards level 2.
And as John said, it was a required heart container. All the heart containers are required in this category.
Yes.
Other various fun items.
Yeah.
And not
if
so
you do want, if you do want a potion, you can't take it from the take any's in this. You can route in extra money and buy it. The letter is required, so you could go to a medicine shop and buy it and route in extra money, but I don't think either of these guys are going to do that.
No.
Certainly Antlers won't. Antlers got 17 rupees in the early game. Ugondis got only 10. If they're doing the world record route, the money pressure is does matter. They need which I guess we'll talk about that as we go. But right now, going into level 2, we need the magical boomerang, which is by far the toughest room in level 2. There are fireball turrets and there are 3 blue gorillas. All the rest of gorillas in the level are orange and take fewer hit points. The blue gorillas take 5 hit points of damage, so the usual strat is to hit them with a bomb for 4 hit points and then stab them for another in some order. And we'll see how our guys handle that.
Very smart move there by Antlers to get the bomb a gorilla and bomb open the wall on the same bomb. He only had 3 bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even notice he only had 3. If you run out of bombs there, you can like go a different way,
Yeah.
but yeah,
go around, but yeah, that's obviously extra.
But it is better to go up, and because there's a static bomb on the floor here when they go up, they can refill on the way. So neither of them getting the Moldorm's key. Ugondis will have to pirouette on the way into level 1. Antlers will not.
Dongo doing a little bit of trolling for Ugondis, but he's keeping up pretty well.
Oh, did Antlers get a Dodongo fairy? That's
No,
not great,
the
although...
Ugondis was getting trolled. But I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't notice
oh
what
well,
happened with Antlers.
yeah, someone in chat saying Antlers got a Dodongo fairy, which happens if Dodongo is... The fairy is broken as far as the fairy counter goes, so sometimes you can get a fairy when you don't expect.
Yeah,
Like
when
if
you
you,
get
if you force a fairy on the Guria before, then the fairy counter stays stuck on Dodongo.
yeah,
But,
that's Antlers is too good because I usually get hit somewhere there, so I'm not forcing a fairy there. So that's definitely
Yeah.
that's on Antlers for being too good.
Well, if you see the fairy drop fairy, you should run into Dodongo. But the nice thing is, the bomb upgrade is required in this category, so going into level 5 with 2 bombs is not the end of the world. Although he would rather have 3, because there are 3 walls between here and the bomb upgrade. But I suppose he
so
can take
he'll have to grab that pack on the way in.
in.
Yeah. So we saw Antlers grab the letter on the way in. Now Ugondis will grab the letter now.
Yeah, the route theory on getting the letter before the 100 or vice versa is very close. I always forget. I think 100 first is potentially faster, but for a human, they're going to be pretty close. Cause
Yeah.
Antler's buying his blue candle. He was worrying in the race room about forgetting the candle, so he managed not to do that. Or, oh, he was worrying in chat earlier about forgetting the candle, Rattler.
Yeah.
Blue candle is not required in this category, but if you wait until the red candle, then you have to forego a whole bunch of secrets under bushes, and the bomb upgrades are required, so you need a lot of money.
Yeah, it would be hard to get all that money, you know, just without like double dipping a bunch of dungeons and getting in later.
Yeah, and it's no up A, so you have to walk all the way up. But even in 100% with up A, it's faster to get the blue candle than to do anything else. But yeah, Antlers up to the bomb upgrade now. Just keeping pace just a little bit behind him. Ugonda's dropping a bomb on the old man that increments the consecutive kill counter and helps him set up the bomb force that he wants on the Dark Nuts. Antler's got a rupee force, so he must have gone...
over on the keys or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he took that bomb pack from the Gibdos on the way in, so...
Yeah, he may stop at the Dodongos to refill.
Or at least get, like, one pack. I don't...
Yeah, I mean, the other... You can also force in level 1. There are a
since
few,
you're going to 1, you don't necessarily need the full 12, but...
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what he decides. That 5er in the Darkness isn't the worst thing, though. He is doing well on rupees now. He will be at 69 when he picks up the 30 on the way to 1. Ideally, he'd like to have 80 at the end of level 1. Otherwise, there's an extra secret to grab. And at the rate, he might still need it depending on how kind the Stalfos drops are, but we'll see.
Uh-oh. Oh, he gets the double.
Yeah, he got trolled at first, but redemption on the...
Yeah, made it up. He takes the 2 bomb packs, and then he's gonna go. That's close enough. 9 is good.
Yeah. Uganda's got trolled twice. He's gonna fill up 7 and go.
Yeah, so in 80%, you'd normally go to 7 after 5. Here we're gonna go to 1.
No.
And then
Unless you're doing the old blue candle routes, we go to 2 next, but that's
right.
yeah, that's a
Yeah, just
but yeah. So we have the candle now, so we're gonna whistle back to 4 and now take that walk to 1 and pick up the heart container on the way. And that bomb trouble gave Ugondis a little bit of an opening. He's caught up a bit. Only a
yeah, he's hanging in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Antlers will need 11 rupees in 1. Or else he'll have to get another secret, because he's gonna get a 30 secret here, as John said.
Yeah. Yeah, and Ugondis is almost certainly going to need the 30 after 1. And it's one of the slower ones to have to get, because it's 2 extra menus and a candle flame and the old man text, so it's like 15 seconds total. Now, I don't know if Antlers is going to get 11 rupees in 1. They may end up both needing to get it, but
yeah.
Ugondis farming up a little money on the levers there. That also that's going to change his spawns, and yeah, because he needs to pirouette, and the spawns with the spawn set with the Octorok in the door is kind of weird when you pirouette, but I don't think it'll be a huge deal, but you'll see they're not great pattern.
Oh, Antler's getting 2 fivers there, so he's up to 79 already.
Yeah, that key being all the way over on the right is annoying.
Yeah.
The normal spawns, the normal spawns when you skip the pirouette, and it's just one. It's a little to the right, but not all the way. So it's but it's not like it's level 7 where the Gurias are throwing boomerangs at you from every direction. I mean, it's only gonna cost a few seconds. And it's still not too far behind.
Another fiver for Antlers, so he's over that 80 mark that he needs.
Yeah. Ugondis could try to farm Wallmasters to get the last 9 rupees. The problem is that can very quickly take longer than just getting the 30, so
yeah,
a judgment call. But...
And I mean, you would know, like, what are the fivers on for like that group? Like what number killed?
0 and 4.
So that yes, they could theoretically be 5 apart, something like that. But yeah, you'd have to be on the right global to get 2 fivers.
Yeah. He got close. He's at 78 now. Oh, he forced a bomb on Digtalker, or he was forced a bomb on Aquamentus, but he was not counting for it and left it behind. Gonna try and.
He's trying to get that.
All right, he got.
There you go.
He got that. Yeah, got the rubies for the arrow, so he doesn't have to burn this bush on the screen that he's passing through with the P-hats.
So they're going here, buying arrows, getting the power bracelet, and then they're gonna go over and get the magical sword before level 6.
And they'll actually use the power bracelet on this route, as you'll see after 6. Does Antlers have an extra key?
He definitely has.
Did he pair?
He
Did he pair
has
what?
more than Ugondis.
Yeah.
Like he entered
Yeah.
with 3, and Ugondis entered
Yeah,
with
I mean,
2.
yeah, they should have evened out when Ugondis pirouetted. So maybe Antlers also pirouetted. I didn't notice because we'll see for sure at the magical key if he has an extra. Alright, so we need the magical rod, because it's 100%. All dungeon items are required. All the top upgrades of dungeon items, anyway. Actually, I guess, yeah. So pretty much everything except the wooden boomerang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is not swordless, so getting the wand is not too bad here. Antlers did pirouette.
And also, unlike swordless, we're not really going to use this, but it's in our inventory. Cat's saying he did pirouette, so yeah, he'll have an extra key. No big deal.
Yeah, I didn't play this category that much. I think when I did, I used the wand in the river room in 7 just because I had it. So I was like, I want to use it at least once.
Yeah. You can use it to A plus B on Gleeok and then burn open the meat shop, but it depends on the moblins in the forest spawning next to the meat shop for that to be viable.
Like viable, so, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I believe Antlers has a 38 something in this category. If his PB were optimized as much as his any percent no up APB, it would be more like a low 36 or 35. So it's not too surprising that you see small routing errors because he just hasn't spent as much time on this category.
Yeah, he told me that he hasn't before the tournament. He hadn't really played this in a few years. This category, so it's not surprising that little.
And it's a lot better to take an extra key.
What keys to do and stuff are.
Yeah.
He's just gonna pirouette because that's what he does, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a lot better to have an extra key than to miss a key. So
exactly.
Yeah. All right. So he takes that bob from the P hat, which if you don't want to reload the screen, you almost always have to do. Unfortunately, he takes a hit from the Lionel, which isn't as necessary, but it's hard to avoid. Gets a health back though. So hopefully that's the last of the major pain on this walk, though. Oh. Ugondis avoiding the Lionels, but taking some extra P-hat damage. Which is, I mean, the Lionels can hurt you a lot more than the P-hats, so taking a few half hearts is better than a couple 2 hearts. Antler's not even bothering with the HUD clip.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if he was gonna. I was wondering if he was gonna do that. Yeah, you can. So you can clip up into the HUD and kind of skip a few screens there.
Yeah. We'll see if Ugondis does it, so people know what we're talking about. Right, so we got this Manhandla guarding the book. Oh, Dr. Blue's saying he might have skipped the pirouette or skipped the HUD clip to farm bombs. That's possible. So yeah, you see Ugondis up.
Ugondis here is HUD clipping. There you go. Nicely done.
Yeah, yeah, you saw the way Antlers had to walk up and over. You can't scroll those screens, but if you clip into the HUD, you can. So Ugondis' walk was a little faster there.
and Antler's getting beat up a little bit coming out of the book staircase.
No. Level 8 by far the hardest part of this category. A lot of the run is easier than any percent because you have more bombs, and in level 9 we're getting the red ring, but 6 is a little harder, and 8's a lot harder because there's so many extra rooms, and they're not easy rooms either. Antler's through the first lagoon. Ugondis past the book. We're also gonna have to go up and get the magical key. One cycle Goma for Antlers.
Yeah, nice work on the blue Goma there.
Yeah, he did get the easiest pattern, but it's still possible to mess it up. Ooh.
Antler's down to 1 heart here.
Yeah, that bite from the Dark Nut is scary. The blue Dark Nut rooms all come back if you die, so it's pretty much the worst possible place for a death. If Antler's dies here, big opening for Ugondis. Now, what Antler's might do is try to set up a fairy force on the way to Gleeok, which would make his life a lot easier. Ugondis gets hit by a fireball and misses the 1 cycle on Goma, but every Goma cycle adds 8 seconds. Ooh. Yeah, I think Antlers was trying to get a count there, but just the bubbles weren't having it, so he gave up on it. Maybe the Pole's voice will give him a heart or 2. 1 heart.
1 heart, yeah.
He can probably handle a 2-heart Gleeok. Hope I'm not cursing him.
Where all the damageless practice comes in, right?
That's right. Antlers is by far the best in the world at running this game damageless. He has a 32-something in that category, and the next best run, I think it's like a 38, but it's not much lower than that. He's way ahead of everyone, because he's just put more time into that than anyone, and having damageless strats for every room is quite a nice asset in a race, because he knows how to slow down and be careful better than anyone.
Yep. And one of the things, he got the level 8 heart, which is one of the easy things to forget in this run.
Yeah, he actually did forget that in one of his qualifiers. In any percent, of course, we have the magical sword by now, so we don't need any more heart containers. Just run out when you finish Gleeok, but need to get all the heart containers in this one. And now that we've done level 8, we're going to go do level 7. 7 is costs some keys, so we do it last in this category, so it's after the magical key, and you can skip some earlier. And gonna get the 100 for the second bomb upgrade on the way there. And Ugondis buying his meat not long behind Antlers.
Yeah, the keys we can skip here are in this category because, we have any key for level 7 and level 9.
Right.
And you'll have to go over here for the bomb upgrade over here.
Yeah. Give you 16 bombs. And since we do Route 7 last for key reasons, we have the magical sword, which makes it quite a bit easier to cut through these Gurias than... Because usually if you're doing 3 first, you have wood sword here. White Sword you have 2 first, but Magical Sword is more powerful than we're used to ever being here. Now, Ugondis dumping all of his bombs before picking up the upgrade. What that does is, you see, it gives him an auto menu to the boomerang, which he can use in the river room coming up to kill Keys. It's also 1 tick closer to the meat, which he needs next.
Yep, and the stun the Grias as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, getting the red candle here, which is required for this, even though they have a candle already, is required for the category.
Became a factor in the 2019 multi-category tournament when RC Drone, who at the time was running at the world record level on the old blue candle route, forgot the red candle in this category. He noticed when he saw the Dig Dogger spawn was wrong, but he had to backtrack 2 runes, and Cantaloupe managed to take that because of that. It's a pretty exciting turn. And Aquamentus is just a couple swings with the Magical Sword, and then we'll be on to 9. Uganda's pulling out the wand for fun. I don't know that it's... Probably has some disadvantages over other sub-weapons, but it's certainly swaggier than...
Yes, it is. It's nice. It's fun to use.
Yeah.
Those 16 hearts do look really nice in the display when you have the full 2 rows. That does look really nice.
Alright, so... The level 9, red ring is required, so... and once they get to the red ring, if they have a reasonable amount of health, it's a lot easier to just go fast. But getting to the red ring is not trivial. There's a gauntlet of Wizrobes on the way. So the hardest part of 9 in this
extra Patra to skip as well, too. So yeah, it's not easy getting there, but then once you get it, if you have even a decent amount of health, you should be set for the rest of 9.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go south here. There's an old man in a room we won't see that says Patra has the map, which is not a great hint since there are like 5 Patras in level 9, but this is the one that has the map. Just getting a little beaten up, but he's into the basement, and he's good. Ugondis coming in behind him.
Yeah, so the red ring quadruples your defense. So those 9 hearts of health Antlers have are effectively 36 hearts of health. Right. Here's Ugondis coming up on on the same red ring.
And he gets in.
Yeah, nice backup clip there.
12 hearts, so
And then, yeah, like that.
you do the math.
The nice Patra skip there, where you just hold up going through that Patra.
Yeah, the Patra satellites hitboxes don't spawn right away, so if the middle Patra stays out of your way, you can just walk straight up. If he gets in your way, you'll take a bump, but fortunately you have the red ring, so...
That strat actually works a lot in Rando. If you just walk up right through the Patra, if you have to walk through a room with a Patra, that works like a lot. I discovered, or discovered, or not discovered, you know. I figured out that also works in Z1R quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think in any iteration of the game, it takes the Patra satellites a bit to spawn.
Yeah.
When they first, I mean, that you see them sort of spin around visually, but their actual hitboxes come a little later, so you can abuse that.
Here's the reverse C. You see the spawns are weird here. On
yeah, they don't group up to bomb easy, but Antler's getting it. Double clip to save a little time walking around, and Antler's at the silver arrows. Now, Antler's old PB on speedrun.com is 38:18. I'm not sure if that's current, but if it is, he could PB here. And I mentioned earlier that his PB in this category is not as optimized as some other categories, so it's not crazy for him to PB here, but would be pretty cool anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Going for fast Patra, got knocked around a bit, but you see the power of the red ring right there.
Yeah, I mean, when I first started, most people weren't doing fast Patra in any percent, and but it was in 100% for a long time because it's so much easier to tank damage with the red ring. And Antler's is done with race time, GG time of 38:05.
Yeah, GG's.
And Ugondis coming in not too far behind him. So. GG's out for Ugondis. He's coming in at 38:48. Nice race.
Yeah, very good.
Alright, we're gonna do game 2 in a few minutes here. Runners gonna take a quick bio break and so forth.
Yeah, that was a very well-run race by both the runners. So,
Yeah.
you know, hopefully we'll see another good race like that in game 2.
Antler's reminding himself not to forget stuff as we get ready for game 2.
Yep, and I think we're getting started here shortly on game 2.
Yep. Yeah, they should. From the stream's perspective, they should be starting in about 30 seconds. There's a bit of a delay, so in the race room, they have started. Oh, Ugondis has a second quest file. Okay. And they're off.
See if Antlers can get a manip again. The key with the manips is it has to do with the time from reset, so he has to reset at a specific point, basically, and start from reset.
Yeah, and then there are different ways to set it up in terms of how far in advance. It did look like he was resetting, but he didn't pause at the entrance, so he may have already known he'd missed it. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's pushing goals out of the way as a sign that this.
Yeah, I don't think any of the manips have that. Yep.
We can figure out how to stay frame perfect and kill the Zols, then that diagonal Zol key comes into play, and we could go even faster in the early game. But not sure if that's even possible.
Really good second factor there by Antlers.
This last Darknet is
considering he wasn't on Manip, yeah.
Yeah, that last Darknet
was how frustrating the second factor can be.
Yeah, he that Darknet dodged like 3 or 4 of our bombs, so kept turning on him, but got him eventually. Ugondis wants more bombs, so he's gonna build these Darknets, and he gets some bombs, and he's off. Ooh. Ooh! So, Antlerz has a problem now because he has 0 bombs. He could farm the overworld, but I'm not sure even how you'd reroute in this category in this situation, so he better hope for a drop, I guess.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
go to 4, get the ladder, and take a death on purpose, I guess. Like,
I guess it's yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, he got a bomb. Yeah, if that bomb hadn't dropped, there aren't good options. You could go to 2, but you couldn't get the heart containers in East Hyrule, and you could go into 4, but you couldn't finish it. So luckily that the monsters in the forest took some mercy on him and gave him some bombs, but it did allow Ugondis to take the lead going into 4.
Yep.
Ugondis was trying to, yeah. He wanted to set up a force on his ult, and it dodged out of the way, so he improv'd and got that Vire in the Dark River room. He wanted to have a 10 count going into the breakfast room, so he didn't want to force in here and have an 8 count. So it's just a race strat, being cautious. Get a bomb there. See, Antlerz, despite being not the first into level 4, is first to the ladder.
Yeah. You see the Antlerz speed. He still got that ladder, I think, at like 425 or something like that. Even having to like go around the overworld to kill stuff.
Yeah.
Now Antler's gonna skip the air key this time.
Alright, so once again we're going to World Wrap and go to level 2 after grabbing the East Coast Heart containers.
Runners give it a high 5.
Yep.
At the Coast Heart. Or the Coast Raft Heart.
Raft Heart, yeah. They're just a couple screens apart still. Once again, we need the magical boomerang.
So Ugondis with 2 bombs here. Is probably gonna kill the red Greer room, I would think.
Yeah, you'd rather have more than 2 bombs. Yeah, I mean, you can do it, but it's a little slower. You'd have to stab one of the Grias 5 times, so see how he handles that. Oh, he's not even trying to farm them. That's interesting. Yeah, so he will have to,
Yeah, he's just gonna walk around, yeah.
Yeah. I guess you maybe don't even bother to get the bomb pack next to the Moldorms in this situation.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
actually makes sense, yeah.
Uganda's doing better on money this time. We're both doing okay. Nice boomerang to grab that fiver. Or Unos has a tutorial on 2 first hundo route, and there's things he mentions. If you accidentally menu the boomerang, you have to use it. Basically a category requirement. But and then he adds more seriously that it is useful for a few things, but it's also just fun. So. Antler's gonna get his letter and 100 secret, and Uganda's not too far behind still.
Yep.
Yeah, Uganda, just like in the first race, I mean, Uganda's is a little behind, but he's not terribly. If Antler's, if something goes bad for Antler's, Uganda's could easily catch up.
Yeah, like, Ugondis just was steady, like 30-40 seconds behind Antler's, like, for most of the first race.
Yeah, and that's how it finished, like 40 seconds behind, so. This category is often a little more consistent in races than some others because of, mainly because of the bombs. Speaking of bombs, Antler's is going to go in and buy his bomb upgrade now.
And we saw Antler's go over in the recorder room in race 1 on his count.
Yeah, well,
okay, he took a bop there, so
we'll count 0 now.
Work his count a little bit here.
Got a 3 going into the old man. Got the bomb on him for 4. Or just stab him to get 8 or whatever it was. Antler's got his bomb force.
That was a good one.
Yep, pretty good round. See how Ugondis does.
Yeah, so now with 7 here, if Antlers grabs that pack in the Gibdos, he'll have 11, and then he can totally skip the Dongos.
And Ugondis will have 8 when he picks up that bomb pack. Usually use a couple bombs in the river room because the Gibdos spawn apart, so stab bomb, both of them. Like so. But I don't know if Ugondis will bother to smoke a Dodongo this time or not. He doesn't really need to. He tried for it, and the Dodongos were not nice to him, but he gets a double smoke, and,
yep.
And manages to make it worth his time. Antlers out of 5. And once again, time to return to Central Hyrule now that we have a candle. Do the section that randomizer players call Candle Row. Although we don't get the corner meat in this route. There's another route where that bush can be part of it, but not in this one. Digdogger getting a little out of hand for Ugondis. Nice heads-up play to switch to Boomerang and stun Digdogger to make that fight a little less dangerous at the end as his health got low, and Ugondis is also out of 5, pending this refill. Both doing well on money, they just need a 5-er before the end of 1.
Yeah, and with so many Stalfos and Wall Masters, a good chance to get that 5 somewhere.
Yep. Antlers forces a 5-er and gets a Lucky Bomb off the Guria, so he's leaving. He has the money for arrows, and he's leaving with plenty of bombs, which is nice.
Yep. Very nicely done.
Yeah, I must have not starred. Ugondis also has his 80 rupees.
Yep, we'll see them buy the arrows, get the power bracelet, and go get the magical sword again.
Yep.
Ugondis about roughly a minute behind now.
Yeah. Ugondis dropping a bomb on that Armos to make that scroll safer. Notice Antlerz took damage from the Armos when he did that, so... If you have the bombs, it's nice to do that so you don't worry about it.
And Antler's coming up on the wand room.
Makes short work of it.
Yeah.
Ugondis in the belfry. Fireball spoiled the dream of getting out with beams, but not too slow anyway. Let's have some bombs. He's using them.
We didn't talk about this magical breakfast too when we were here in the first race, but you see the spawns are different than what we would see in any percent in this room.
Yep. Yeah, there's a different strat to learn, because usually you attack the guy in the upper right who is not there. In the 80% spawns, you get two guys coming towards you, and and there are a couple ways to handle them, but it's totally different in this category. So usually what we do is attack the guy who spawns at the top left, but it's not like you already know that. And yeah, Ugondis is doing great. It's cute. Alright, Antlerz into his any road walk.
Now we'll see. He's got 12 bombs. We'll see if Antlerz does the HUD clip this time.
Yeah, he may just not bother with it, because there are very specific places you have to stand, and it's very easy to soft lock yourself if you go in the wrong direction. So if you're not used to doing it, it's not necessarily the best time to try it in the middle of a race, but we'll see what he does.
Yeah.
Ugondis almost got off that screen without a Lionel beam, but alas. Yeah, that screen walking out of level 6 is really the worst part of this route. Going into the lagoons with 12 bombs, Antlerz can be really aggressive with bombs if he wants. You have the wall to get into Gliok and the wall to get into the bomb upgrade, and that's it. So,
and you have to bomb up once to get to the magic key too.
Right.
But yeah, so
right. Yeah. Well,
so yeah, you don't, and with the bomb upgrade coming, you don't. It's not. You can basically use most of them. Yeah.
And also opening this wall, you can lay in damage to darkness as you're doing that. So,
yep.
like he just did, and Ugondis got the book now. Antlerz once again taking a fair bit of damage here. And he was does get the 1 cycle Goma.
2 for 2 on the 1 cycle blue Gomas. Taking a bit of time here just to make sure. We saw him take a blue dark knot hit there.
Yeah, he got hurt pretty bad, and it cost him some time there, so he's being more careful now. Ugondis gets the 1 cycle this time, too. Antlerz is out of 8, and Ugondis has passed the magical key, so he's a Gliok fight away from being out of 8 himself. I was afraid he was going to miss the whirlwind completely because he was in iframes, but he had the just whistle to the wrong place and picked it up and fixed it.
I was doing a little extra tour of Hyrule, if that's okay.
Yeah. Yes, this is vanilla. And we are in level 7, which in 100% we route last for key routing reasons mainly. Second to last before 9, and Antlerz is a little bit ahead. Nice little river room, forces a 5 along the way. I mean, he hasn't gotten hit for the past 10 kills. Ugondis once again dumping his bombs on the way to the upgrade, so he'll have the boomerang out. We could save time by routing 9 first if you find Triforce skip. But, short of ace on FDS, can't get into 9 without beating these other dungeons first. Alright, Antlerz just past the red candle. You got us a couple rooms back.
And they're just getting a nice dig dogger kill using one bomb and then using the magical sword.
Yeah, the magical sword
done that in the first race.
Yeah, the magical sword does the same damage as bombs, so you can use that to save a bomb on Dig Dogger there. Antlerz out of 7. Ugondis wanding the Wall Masters, getting burned, which is a problem with the Wand and Book. Still almost at the end as Antlerz heads to 9. Game 2, Antlerz won game 1, so if he can get through 9 cleanly, this should be the series. But let's not speak too soon. Ugondis definitely keeping him honest, right? Hot on his heels.
About 50 seconds behind.
Yeah. Which closed a bit from earlier in the race. I think they were about a minute apart at the sword, the magical sword. Oh. Alright, Antler's gonna head down into the gauntlet to get the red ring. Antlers at the red ring. Oh. Now, unlikely to die, just go fast. See how Ugondis' dive for the red ring goes. Ooh. Ugondis got bubbled, so you used a bomb to clip. It does create a problem that he has more than 3 walls to open.
Yeah.
Often in 100% we don't really have to worry about forcing bombs, but he will. But maybe one of the oranges will hook him up and he won't have to think too hard about it. Patra moving left and
yeah, like blocking the door, which is the bad pattern there.
Right.
Yeah. And the center like lines up right in front of the door.
Antlers at the silver arrows. This is about mid-37 pace. Ugondis does force a bomb on the Zols, so that problem's solved. Ugondis at the arrows at about mid-38 pace.
Yeah, so Ugondis is on the same pace that he was in the last race, but
yeah,
two Antlers has really put the foot on the gas here in this race.
Yeah. Two very consistent runs for Ugondis, but Antlers keeps going faster.
Yeah.
GG's in chat for Antlers, taking this game and the series, and that is a race time GG time of 37:33. Ugondis coming in right behind him. Stab. Ooh. And he's got him. Yeah, GG's in chat for Ugondis, finishing up with a 38-44.
GG's to both the runners. And we're joined in the interview booth by Antlers. GG's Antlers.
Yo, thank you.
Antlers, was that a PB for you? I don't know if you have one you haven't updated speedrun.com with or not.
Yeah, they were actually both PBs for me.
GG's.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I mean,
Appreciate it.
yeah. I mean, it's not quite as crazy as a PB in a race normally would, because if you put as much time into this as you had 90%, obviously you'd have a 36 or 35, but still good. It's good to see you improving. It's a fun category to play with. See if Ugondis.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely definitely a fun category. It has its charm. It's just so similar to any percent Noah Bay that I just kind of like.
Yeah,
I've never really been inspired to run it a ton, but it's fun.
Yeah, I noticed usually when you want to branch out in a category, you're looking for something that's harder than this. Like you're like, well, any percent is okay, but I'd like to do low percent. How about damage less? Whereas this is often going in the other direction.
Yeah. Yo, GG Ugondis.
Hey, GG
Ugondis in the
Antlers.
booth. Yeah, Ugondis in the booth with us now. Those are two very good, nice, consistent runs, back-to-back 38s. Nicely done. I mean, what is your PB in this, Ugondis?
I'm not 100% sure because I messed with my splits. This split does like 38-41, which is right where I landed that run. So I'm not sure.
Oh,
it's right around here though. Like it's not. It's like within 10 seconds of this. I'm sure.
Okay, so if not of both runners PB race, something close to it, which is
nice.
Which is nice to see, especially at this level. So
yeah.
So,
No,
I mean, anytime.
Back-to-back 38s, like I'm not going to complain about that. That's the best. I thought that first run was about as best a race as I could do. Really, it's so.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you repeated it immediately. So
hey, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two really good runs, dude.
Yep. I had from at 1 I was 35 seconds behind, and after 6 I was 3 seconds behind. So I had like a 30-second gold there between 1 and 6. So it's like, yeah, I don't know how much better I can do really for that.
Yeah, I mean, I kept looking at I kept kind of glancing at the restream to kind of see where you were, and I'd have a good level, and I'd be like, okay, surely I put some distance between us, huh? And then I look at the restream, and it's like, nope, he actually caught up a little bit. So
yeah. I had some good back halves. Really, I'm happy. Like I'm serious. I'm happy with the way I ran that one. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just happy I didn't forget anything this time.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I'm happy you did too, because it would be so lame to be like, oh,
yeah, it would be
because you forgot a letter or something.
The letter. That's the thing.
Hey,
I make sure
100%.
I put it in my split so I see it there. I'm like, make sure you get that stupid letter. Make sure you get the blue, the boomerang.
The letter
It's a good place
hasn't...
for a split.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's a good place for a split anyway, because it's like halfway through that overworld segment. But yeah.
Yeah, the letter hasn't really gotten me. What's been getting me is the blue candle on the way to 5. I forget it.
Yep.
Like until the night, I was forgetting it like every single time. I put it in my splits, and thankfully I remembered it. But
because you're used to doing a red candle route.
Exactly. Yeah.
There is another hundo route where you get the candle south of 2, and then you come up. So, and if you're switching between those, it becomes really interesting to remember what the candle. Then you have the danger of buying the candle twice and completely ruining the run. But,
yeah.
I always end up forgetting one of the 30 secrets, like the one right after the heart rock. I don't know why that one, I don't get that one. I was doing a practice run earlier today, and I get to 1, and I'm like, man, I have no rupees at all. What happened? Oh, I forgot that secret there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that, and it's the heart container in 8 for me. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I did one of that, or I did one of those in quals. I
Yeah.
had a decent run, and then just forgot the heart container. It was invalidated.
Well, that didn't happen tonight. We saw 2 great races, 2 great runs, PBs or near PBs for both of you. Can't do much better than that. So Antlers, you will face either me or Third Extent. So good luck with Third Extent. Not to get ahead of ourselves, but but yeah, well, we'll know for sure tomorrow which one of us you're facing. But and Ugondis, I think I think this is it for you for 100%. I'm not you.
Yep. I still have second quest. There's still a couple runs doing that, or at least one run doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
you're killing it in second quest.
Yeah, I practiced more second quest than anything over the past couple months. That's when I've been trying to bear down on that one.
Yeah, I've noticed
That's
that's been
awesome.
your focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I know Jay Coper's out of town, but hopefully you can get that match scheduled.
Yeah, we might
next-
run into some troubles next week for that, John. I've been meaning to tell you, like I got a stupid work schedule next week, but we'll see.
All right, we'll talk. We'll DM about that.
All right, yeah, sounds good.
But thanks so much to both runners for a great race, and thanks to Tabby for joining me on comms. Any final words before we call tonight?
Just big thanks, man. Thanks, SG. Thanks, John. Thanks, Tabby. Thank you, guys. This has been a great time.
Yeah, I echo everything Ugondis said, and big GG to Ugondis.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And you've been kind of coming out of nowhere to really improve a lot of your categories. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah, I've been having a good time the first half of this year. I feel like I've really just gotten better at the game, and it's been a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been great to watch, and we do have some races tomorrow and over the weekend, but none of them have the restream scheduled yet, unfortunately. So, but they will be either on one of the SpeedGaming channels or on Zelda Speedruns. Keep an eye out. But for now, I think we're going to say goodnight, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.